Peace to the divine family. We in here and we don't even need no introduction. It's Crip Jesus, the blue God, the true God, author of the blue Bible. Tap into cripjesus.com and get your blue Bible. And I got a real one of the realest ones right here. This is the man that put me up on Malcolm X Day. I was slipping, y'all. He said, you ain't celebrating Malcolm X Day? What type of real nigga is you? My bad. Paul Metto star, host of 2 Raw TV, leader of Black Supremacy. I'm the new honorary member as of lately, you know what I'm talking about? And we out here getting it all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Peace to the God. Go to cripjesus.com, get your copy. Yeah. Am I did I call in? Let me call in to the joint.
Yeah, you call. Yeah, call in.
And for everybody, you know what I'm saying? If y'all just don't know, that's the leader of the Black Supremacy, and I'm the leader of when we all come together as one, the Black Illuminati.
You know, when you're a black man in America, you gotta make something out of nothing, baby. You gotta wiggle, you gotta move, you gotta finesse, you gotta tap in. That part. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes. We the Black Illuminati. We be posted at Lamert Park, hustling, catching bodies. A dripping OT. Thirsty peaches flew to Saudi. Money schemes, my niggas had dreams of riding Bugattis. Now it's 4-finger rings supreme with kings around me. Watch me turn the metaphysical to physical. It's not just lyrical, it's literal. These guns get rid of you, the spiritual. Spit out, let drip off a nigga lip, but get up in you and rip you up like 100 hollow tips. Bismillah, Iraq, Rahim, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Elijah Muhammadeen. Had a dream last night on some other shit. Farrakhan and Malcolm X pulled up in the mothership, talking about UFOs, black kings and queens that was rich as fuck, swimming in pools of gold. But niggas like you don't wanna hear that though. You were descended of one of them snitches or dudes that told the white man about all the fucking Jews and gold. And that's how everybody in the crew got sold. Fucking blabber mouth, I don't like his type. Pull that ratchet out, we tapping in. All these bitch niggas doing is tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes. We the Black Illuminati.
No, you see that one? Yeah.
Oh, we back at it. You
That's that one, yeah. Back at it. In the hood entertainment. You feel me?
Night, man.
That part.
You never know what's gonna bring.
See, I ain't know if it's in the hood music, in the hood clothes. That's where they go. In the hood entertainment. In the hood entertainment.
Everything.
If you hear my voice,
God, can you hear me?
yes. Can you hear me? If you hear my voice and you're
I'm talking about on the 2 Raw phone. I'm on the phone too.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you on the phone.
All right, let's get. No, I'm saying, my show cool or whatever, but I'm gonna make sure I'm on that 2 Raw for TV gossip talk. I mean, whatever, the 2 Raw talk, man.
Hey, that's what it is. That's what it is, family. That's what it is. So if you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. I'm Palmetto Star. We're going to be discussing some major things with Crip Jesus. You guys hit me up on Twitter at Palmetto_star. Hit me up on the largest black social media platform, melanatedpeople.net, Palmetto Star. Hit me up. And the mainstream mayonnaise media, they are dangerously silent about what we're about to talk about. 600 teenage girls, some as young as 12, were exposed to HIV, the disease leading to AIDS, by one pell-mell wigger demon DJ Kid, in the small town of South Carolina, in the heart of the Bible Belt.
Wow.
So we, I actually met DJ Kid, not under any crazy circumstances like he had what's going on, but when I was more active doing my thing, rapping, and we had actually did a show in Florence at some rinky-dink club. I can't remember the name right now, but he was there. and I definitely was introduced to him. I don't think I dapped him up or nothing like that, but he was definitely there. I didn't know anything about this, and that's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. So we're talking about this. We're going in on DJ Kid because this is something that you may not even have ever heard about this, but it's one of the largest biological warfare attacks in, like that we have going on right now with Black people. So we're going to talk about this. First, we got to analyze who DJ Kid is. DJ Kid is
okay, so look, the first thing I noticed right here is he's right here with Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
So can you enlighten me on that? What's his connection to Hillary Clinton?
Well, his involvement with Hillary Clinton is shrouded in mystery. But as you see, he's dressed like a wigger in the other shots with Jason from Subway and for Kia. That's his normal wear. But as you see with Hillary Clinton, he had a private lunch with her. No one knows what was discussed in that lunch, but that Hillary Clinton is closely associated with a lot of human traffickers, diabolical people like Ed. I'm trying to think the major Democratic. He was a Democratic contributor, Ed Buck. People like Ed Buck that was killing people, Black homeless men, and then doing devious sexual acts on them and things of that nature. So she has a very, very shady connection to a lot of different people that are doing that are human trafficking and kidnapping.
Well, they say
they said that he was.
They say where smoke is fire, right?
Yep.
And it seems like it's always a lot of smoke about trafficking around her and Bill's fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from Jeffrey Epstein, everybody, what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of traffickers that were involved and are still involved with Hillary Clinton. Like I was saying, one of her major contributors was Ed Buck, who killed by overdose several Black men and was doing all sorts of sexual acts on them as well, and he was just found guilty of that. There's just so many people. Her whole foundation, they were found guilty of trafficking children from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? But
oh wow.
Midst of all of that, she's not being touched. But to have a private meeting with Hillary Clinton, what I'm saying? That is major stuff. That's not something that you see a regular DJ doing. So what was DJ Kid doing that was different than these other DJs? Well, I think purposely infecting 600 minors with the intention of biological warfare against Black men, I think that's a different sort of DJ.
So you saying he intentionally infected 600 sisters, melanated Black women with HIV. So he had this disease on purpose when he spread it around.
He did. And matter of fact, I'll show you the proof right now. Matter of fact, let me do this, guys. Do I have that in the slides or in the visuals?
Yeah, for sure.
A text message. There's a text
Florence's
message.
DJ Kid trying to intimidate trafficking victims from behind bars. This is from the prosecutor. Where's Florence at? It says Florence's DJ Kid.
Florence is a small town in South Carolina. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a small town in South Carolina. So hold up, take the slides off real quick, Crip. I'm gonna pull something up.
Okay, because I was gonna read a little bit of it.
Okay, bet. Hold on, let me do this one thing where he admits to it, like sort of like I'll show that and then we can go in. You want to do that? I don't want to I'm just gonna show this thing real quick. So, let me do this. Okay. Done. Because he admits to actually doing that. He admits to being.
Well, he has all type of look right here. Just on one of the slides you sent me alone, it says that he regularly posted on social media, posing with black girls and teens at his events. Some of his earliest allegations of criminal sexual conduct arose in December 2011 when he was accused of having unprotected sex with a 13-year-old girl, exposing her to HIV/AIDS virus.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that he has a long track record of it. In fact, he has a longer track record than they even put out there. So he was doing this since the 90s. So he's been having a long track record of dealing with stuff like that. Yeah. So, but he was only given 30 days on one thing. But I'm trying to show this.
Okay, now look right here. It says, per his victims, the reason he stated he would get away with this is because his father is a federal judge. This is what Emancipation of Me said in her viral TikTok video. Some details about his father were revealed during a December 2021 bond hearing. Pope's attorney, Rosemary Parham, said Pope's father recently died of cancer and his mother had been caring for him for the past year and a half until his death. While unconfirmed by Pope's attorney on June 29, 2021, Roger E. Pope died in hospice care. In an obituary, it indicates Pope owned a barbecue restaurant. The obituary also listed surviving relatives. Roger is survived by his loving and devoted wife of 54 years, Cheryl J. Pope, and his son, Jason Pope, of Florence, South Carolina. The obituary said, I live in Florence, South Carolina, and his father was not a judge. His name was Roger Pope, and he owned Roger's Barbecue and Woodstone Barbecue here. Now, this reminds me of the pizza place. Remember the pizza place, Pizzagate, with the Clintons?
Yes.
And people was like, man, that sounds silly. Why would it be? Okay, yeah, he talking about some federal judge, but he was capping. Come to find out, he was the owner of a pizza place. They always got these fast food in the cut, what you would least expect, where they bringing them at, marching them right to the basement.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, let me do this.
Oh my God, it's so over.
I just had to let them know.
Well, hold on. I got the thing right here. It's a video but I'm about to pause it on the actual text message so you see what he's saying, where he actually admits to this, and he says it's a plan. So I'm going to actually go in on what he actually says because it has very big implications. Okay, here's the video, and here's what he says. I'm going to read what he says. He's speaking to one of the black girls that he has raped.
You can't turn the phone?
Hold up. Can you see it now? I'm about to share it.
Oh, yep. Let me add to this screen. My bad. My nigga got technology. Okay. Here we go.
So he's talking to one of the black girls that he has raped right now, and he has molested, raped, and kidnapped girls as young as 12 years old, black children, right? So he goes, "Why you hate black dick? Go get AIDS." He's saying this to a black woman. He said, "You already got you already got them, bitch." This is the girl talking back to him. "So you saying the nigger you fucked gave you AIDS? Ha 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 faces. Why did you hate his sex?" So he's showing who he is right now. The same person that walks.
That's in crazy, bro.
Backwards cap.
Just his language alone is like, whoa.
Yeah. So he goes, okay, so she's obviously saying that he already got AIDS, and he's saying that the nigger you fucked, that with the hard ER, the same dude that be trying to be down in the club with the backwards cap. He goes, "Get your retarded ass on, man." That's the girl. "Go suck on charcoal shit terms. Make sure you charge them broker jokers money." I guess referring to her giving it up. "I got my own money. Don't need a nigga for shit. But big black dick. Don't nobody want your pink scribbled up dick. Get the fuck out of here." So she's, going in on him. And then now here, check this part out, because he says a lot right here. And he admits to even alluding to conspiracy by multiple people of him infecting black girls. The strategy was simple. Fuck all the fast black hoes raw and nutting them. And then hope and pray they continue being fast and hope they go fuck nothing but black boys raw. Think about that. He just put the whole shit out there. He admitted. And strategy, that implicates more than one. Who else was involved knowing that he was infecting these young black girls? Because he did it for a while now. He did it for some years. He didn't do it just
crazy. I want to point out something. He said the fast ones, right?
Right.
You see him with people like Hillary. So it leads me to believe about how everybody was focuses on the violence when it comes to the hip hop. Like, yeah, they're pumping you up to get violent so they can get you fill these prisons up. But they also pumping you up to get as nasty as possible so they can send motherfuckers like DJ Kid up in them parties where they telling you twerk, 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 bend over, put your coochie in the air. You DJ Kid walk around, stick everybody. They all think it's fun. Everybody thinks everything's a joke. And then booyah. He got you.
Mm-hmm.
A night of fun. And this is the problem with being fast. You know what I mean? Because I don't want us to be completely the victim in this one. We got to realize that a devil is a devil. And there's ways to protect yourself from the devil by not getting into the devil's ways. Going out to these parties, sleeping with random white boys. Come on, y'all. We can do better than that.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Like
that's a big number, bro.
Yeah.
That's
in
a lot
small
of yeses.
Town. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I live in a big town. I ain't had no 600 girls. Not even close.
Right.
So
and that also
shows
yeses.
for a little white boy.
Right, and that also shows that that this was a thing. It wasn't just him trying to hook up with black girls. This was a mission that he was on to infect as many black young girls as possible. Because he was dealing with young girls even as young as 12, giving them drugs. You know what I'm saying? After school, they come over to the house. He's over there giving them weed, liquor. Then to keep the other black DJs and his peers silent, he was over there giving these girls to these black men too. They were complicit.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes,
okay. See, this goes back to the science. So everybody would be like, man, that racial shit. I hear a lot of dudes in the black conscious community now. They want to say the racist stuff is used to blind you. It ain't no used to blind. These dudes that got so goddamn smart, they didn't forgot the reality of what's going on. Then they got so entrenched into this goddamn nationality, they forgot about mentality. You dig what I'm saying? So when we get back to the basics and realize there is a difference between the black and the white, it's shit like this. Because they were all doing some bullshit. But who was the devil there? You dig what I'm saying? Who was the mastermind crafting and molding and weaving this web?
Mm-hmm.
This goddamn demon devil in the middle. You feel me? And of everyone in the group, he's beyond evil intention. He is the sickness. He's walking, talking sickness. And what we gotta realize is, in them so-called dark ages, that's what they were.
They still are.
Get them as so we hold them in such high esteem. You get these dudes that want to argue and read all these books and quote Black's Law Dictionary. These dudes fucking kill me, right? Because all that shit comes from the dark ages when these dudes were walking around in filth, like the AIDS patient, like him. You feel what I'm saying? Like they were walking, talking disease, and they came amongst us to take our ease away and dis-ease us. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he did? That's how a lot of them Indians got did. It wasn't that they just come and beating them up, come and dominating, physically beating everybody up. They'll go creep around your village, spreading diseases, smallpox on blankets,
right?
STDs on purpose. Come on, man. To tinker with the genetic coding, to break our genetic coding, to break us down to their level. Our lower self. They are our lower self made manifest. Every low gene of our body grafted out to this one low entity and being.
And the thing is, they've been doing it from syphilis to COVID to all of these man-made, because they're man-made, all of these man-made diseases that end up as biological warfare against black people and against black men in particular. You know what I'm saying? They really push these things to harm black men, and that's what he was doing. And he admitted it in that text message. He just spilled his whole plan out. Now my thing is this: when you're talking about strategy and plans, it definitely implicates there's more than one person involved. How many people were involved in him knowingly spreading and transmitting HIV to these young girls? Because think about it, there was elements in the neighborhood that were involved because they saw these girls. All of this stuff happened at his house.
Yeah,
he lived in the suburbs, and the neighbors said they would see young girls going to his house, to do and whatever. The school system. He was taking some of these young girls out of school, taking them out of their class, going into the class, going into school and saying, "Hey, can I get, Shaniqua out of class early?" And they were just obliging to this pell mell because he was some sort of pell mell. So you have the black school system out there that is mostly comprised of black students and a lot of black faculty in Florence, and they're completely complicit in this demonic biological warfare against black people. You have the police.
I cut you off real quick, and that's why your brand, Black Supremacy. Can you show your shirt? That's why it's so important, because if they were thinking in the concept of black supremacy, they wouldn't have let him do all that. You feel me? I know niggas like me and you wouldn't have let all that happen. We've been on them like, who is you? What you got going on? What you coming over here for? What you looking for Shaniqua for? But see, when you have that white supremacy all in your dome piece, when you up in there say it don't matter if Jesus is white, when you glamorize this shit, they do social experiments all the time. A lot of white men could walk right in schools, pull people out, walk right on people, tap their shoulder, grab their arm. No one says anything. They do these social experiments. They put the black man do the same thing. He gets attacked. They get the police called on him. You feel what I'm saying? So while you so busy criminalizing people like me or people like yourself, it's people like this brother who are running around doing some of the most sinister things that you couldn't think of, because no one could even think of this shit.
600 young black girls exposed to HIV by one pell mell wigger demon DJ Kid, aka Jason Pope. So let's go in on that, man, because not only was school system involved, you have even the parents that are involved in this, because they were going and allowing their children to do, because he was doing promotional things. That's how he was sort of enticing these children, and he was having them pass out promotional flyers or whatever. So he was sort of like trying to have a positive, like, well, this is what we're doing. We're just passing out flyers and things of that nature. All the while, he is giving these young girls weed, coke, liquor, some as young as 12. And there was
all the shit they glamorizing the hip hop.
Right.
And he's a what? He's a DJ. This ain't no coincidence. He with the Clintons. He a DJ. He's a young white devil. And he's sitting here playing the song saying, pop the pill, drink the drink, smoke the weed. The song is saying it. He's saying it. They're enticing them. They're pressuring them. They hearing the song. They see the dude telling them he looked like white Jesus. They don't know what to do. It's mental rape.
Yeah.
Now check this out. It's another one of them slides you sent me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found this very interesting. It says, he has the mentality of a teenager, Parham said as she unsuccessfully tried to get the court to grant Pope a bond. Prosecutors claimed during that hearing that Pope was intimidating his victims while behind bars. From jail, where he is right now, he is getting the word out and still trying to intimidate victims. He does not recognize that anything he did was wrong. South Carolina Deputy Attorney General Heather Weiss said, "This is absolutely horrific, absolute mishandling of justice, and only because these are black young girls. This is terrible. I'm disgusted." A TikTok user commented after learning of the case. For more than a year, Pope's case has seen little movement. Parham sent a notice of case roster publication between December 29th, 2022 and January 17th for some of his trafficking charges. Oh, so this is new. This just happened.
Yeah. He's sitting in jail.
Oh my God, I'm thinking this back in the 90s or some shit.
No, this just happened, but he still hasn't got a trial. Actually, we have done another broadcast on this whole thing when it happened. We did a broadcast on DJ Kid, aka Jason Pope. We did a broadcast about this whole thing that happened. but that was a while back, and he's still in jail. He hasn't got a court trial. He hasn't. I don't even think he has a trial date. You know, he's just there, and of course, you know, he's in PC with other pale males, probably, you know, high-fiving them or whatever. And you know, so there's still no justice there because he hasn't even faced the reality of what he has done. And that story, that media coverage, so-called media coverage, well, they did throw some cover in there for him because they set in motion for him to be claiming insanity. And he acts like a teenager. He has the mentality of a teenager, you know. So they always try to put and have that seed of mental insanity when it comes to pale males in the court system and treat them with kid gloves. But this dude was literally putting gloves in his hands on our children, on these kids, and you're going to try to treat him with kid gloves, say that he was the mentality of a teenager, and try to set the groundwork for a insanity defense. You know, I have to call it as I see it, because that, to me, when you say something like, what's his mentality had to do with him actually doing this? That wasn't a teenager that said, "Oh, this is the strategy."
Yeah, the amount of sophistication that went into that operation was nothing close to what teenagers thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That is he think like an old sinister, like one of them old sinister old men, like Mr. Burns or some shit. He's evil as motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, he's cold, bro. And sadistic and no empathy. Like damn near reptilian brain. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And they saying,
I'm gonna be real, man. You know what them sisters needed? They need less white Jesus and more of the blue Jesus. Hold on.
Oh my God, it's so over.
Now you see, have you heard about the word MAPS? M-A-P?
Minor attracted persons, yes.
Yes, bro. They're trying to normalize this shit slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
They already got grown men dressed as women walking into the schools to talk to our babies. They're minor attracted persons, as they call it. They don't even want you to call them petties or none of that. They're like, nah, that's offensive. But here you gotta. You feel me?
What's the last thing you said?
I said we gotta think who is a petty that's that ranked up that was able to change the definition. This is the government itself doing this. You feel me?
Right.
This is sad, bro. That's why we see it in the music. That's why we see it in the movies. That's why we see it everywhere. It's now a lot of people will say, "What you mean? He's black and he's white. They're black. What do you mean?" But that falls into the what he's doing is so sadistic. I just look at it as sexual deviancy all the way around. You feel me? It falls right to the category of all that sexual deviancy. And right now in the prisons, right? I was locked up in Pennsylvania, and they put this dude down there, and I overheard him talking about some girl he did something to. And I said, "Hey, motherfucker, get the fuck away from my door, nigga, before I fuck you up," right? Because in California, we don't play that shit. They can't even bring them around us on the line because we'll tear their ass up. But I've been hearing rumors and getting phone calls from homies that they're trying to slowly but surely normalize it even in the jails and try to like because that dude, I told him get away from my door because he wasn't supposed to be in the same unit as me. And I went and told the counselor, I said, why you got this motherfucker over here? Oh man, don't worry about that. They're trying to introduce them back into the norm and all that. You see, they just passed that law in California to make the trafficking not a felony or some shit.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And that's why he had the meeting with Hillary Clinton. You see, so it's all coming together. You see, now I want to show. Can you show that one picture with him? And I thought this was a very odd combination.
Show what?
That one with the him with Hillary Clinton and Kia and all that. Now I thought this was a very weird combination because you have DJ Kid and another child molester, Jared Fogle. Why are they even meeting? This is a weird meeting right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is the spokesperson for Subway meeting with the rinky-dink hole-in-the-wall DJ in Florence, South Carolina? But what connects them is the child molestation, which Jared Fogle was found guilty of. This is the spokesperson for Subway. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the share page one more time just to show you you are the company you keep, and you seeing what the company. Now I'm going to talk about Kia in a second, but let's I'm going to talk. Let's Jared Fogle. Let me do this. Okay. I'm going to share screen.
Make sure you tap in cripjesus.com. Get your blue Bible.
Yes. And if you're listening online, blogtalkradio.com/2rovertv, create a profile, start following the revolution so you get updates that you're not getting on the internet. So, Jared Scott Fogle, can you guys see this?
There we go.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna zoom in on it. So, it's the plus sign. That's what it is. Control plus sign. So Jared Scott Fogle is an American spokesman for Subway restaurants. Is the American former spokesman for the Subway restaurants. Fogle appeared in Subway advertising from 2000 to 2015. If you guys remember, he had his whole weight loss journey and how he supposedly ate all these Subway subs that, helped them lose the weight. But who is Jared Fogle for real? Aside from being a spokesman for Subway. Well, he was involved in many crimes against children. He was a pedophile, and he molested young children. So, yes, child pornography. He was
involved in many.
Yeah, he was involved with child pornography. Let me.
Oh wow!
Can you guys see this on the StreamYard? Okay, I'm about to zoom in on it. Let me zoom in on it.
Subway Jared all this time was doing R. Kelly movies.
He was doing worse than R. Kelly.
Wow.
2007, Fogle became the intention of a state and federal law enforcement agencies after Sarasota, Florida. Journalist and radio host Rochelle Herman Walren told the Sarasota Police Department he made lewd comments to her about middle school age girls. She had met Fogle at a local middle school for a health event. Now he's making comments about middle school girls, lewd comments to a adult woman, and saying this to her. This is how carefree he was about his pedophilia behavior. She made recordings of Fogel's remarks and saved text messages between them, and then went to the FBI, where agents asked her to record her conversations with them. Herman Walren befriended Fogel for the next 4 years, surreptitiously recorded her conversations with them as part of an ongoing federal investigation. She recorded him making several remarks about having had sex with underage girls and asking her to install a webcam in her children's room so he could watch them. Ultimately, the FBI could not pursue a case against Fogel using the recordings because they needed more substance evidence against him. Pink privilege. I mean, he just admits it on the audio, and they said they can't use it. During the investigation,
this is bro. I did not know this about Jared, homie.
Yeah. During the investigation into Russell Taylor's child pornography operation, authorities discovered that Taylor had traded sexually explicit photos and videos of children, some as young as 6, with Fogel, including images of his own stepdaughters. This is how sick these people are. Taylor, who was sentenced to 27 years in prison, was later named an unindicted co-conspirator in the FBI's case against Fogel. What we found in Russell Taylor's home and on his computer led us to Jared Fogel, said Tom Horty, a spokesman for the United States Department of Justice. On July 7, 2015, the FBI and Indiana State Police investigators raided Fogel's Zionsville, Indiana residence and arrested him on distribution and receipt of child pornography charges. Computers and other electronic equipment were removed from his home. The same day, a spokesperson for Subway announced that the company and Fogel had mutually agreed to suspend their business relationship, very friendly. Subsequently, Subway removed all references to Fogel from its website. Yet I have a lot of people that I know that work in Subway that say they still have Jared Fogel shit up there in different states.
Oh, wow.
Following Fogel's arrest, the FBI has also subpoenaed a series of text messages made in 2008 between Fogel and Subway franchisee Cindy Mills, with whom he was having a sexual relationship at the time. In these messages, Fogel talked about sexually abusing children ranging in ages from 9 to 16. Told her to sell herself for sex on Craigslist, and asked to arrange for him to have sex with her 16-year-old cousin. Mills' lawyer, this is a casual conversation with pink people. Selling their children. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm talking about. People try to say, oh, well, you don't know what he was thinking. Why are you trying to hop in this pale male's mind? You know what I'm saying? Because
why defend it in any way?
Right.
You know what I mean? Why can't they be evil? It's like Adam 22. So many dudes were defending him, and he does porn with his girl. So what? They got kids, man. They got 2 daughters. He sits up here and does porn with his wife. Now he lets this dude do it to her all on the camera. It's disgusting. It's crazy. And a lot of people try to defend these pales, bro, because they've been nasty, blatantly. They don't hide that shit. You feel me?
Right. So Mills' lawyer said that she had alerted Subway's corporate. Okay. Fogel was not a Subway employee. There was no violation. Okay, so see, this is the kind of pink privilege I'm talking about. This is Mills' lawyer said that she had alerted Subway's corporate management about the text, but they had responded that because Fogel was not a Subway employee, that there was no violation. Subway representatives had no records of Mills' allegation. So she called him about these text messages where they're having casual conversations with Jared Fogel saying, you know, give your 16-year-old cousin to me, and trying to arrange sex parties with people ages 9 to 16. So This is the kind of stuff that they're doing. He's talking casually about it. She sends them, before he gets arrested, she sends Subway the text messages, and they say, you know what, he's not really a Subway employee, he's just a spokesperson. So we can't do anything about it. So it's in the culture. That's their culture. That is their culture.
Hey, bro, this is blowing my mind right now. I didn't know nothing about Jared, homie. I heard about some sexual stuff, but I never got into it. So to know all this is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, because he has pink privilege, he was able to plea out of this. On August 19, 2015, federal prosecutors had reached a deal with Fogel in which they would plead guilty to 2 counts, one of distribution and receipt of child pornography and one of traveling to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor, specifically from Indiana to New York City, where he was charged for paying to engage in sexual acts with a 17-year-old girl. Now, all of that, he pleaded guilty before a federal judge, all of that. And the maximum sentence, so he must serve a minimum of 13 years, becoming eligible for time with good behavior. So he got 13 years for that. But this is because he was able to plead down. He had a whole lot of charges that involved child pornography and all of that. So he should have got a whole lot more than just 13 years. That was a slap on the wrist for the sort of crimes that he was doing. But yes, now this is the person that DJ Kid was associating himself with. You know what I'm saying? DJ Kid was associating himself with this person. They should not. You would think about, if you think about it, that sort of relationship is really weird. A hip hop DJ in a backwoods southern town with Jared Fogle, the international spokesperson for Subway. Yeah. It doesn't even make any sense. And unless you put child pornography and child sex in the mix. That's the only thing they have in common, other than their pal Mel.
What about Kia? Because we almost had an hour, and I want to see what she doing.
All right,
get up out of here.
All right.
You educated me right now, man. You know, the devil's so cold and so smooth with his snaky ways. It's almost like the knowledge cipher degree of the 1 through 14. It says, "Why does any Muslim murder the devil? And what is the reward regarding the 4 heads?" Because they said, because his ways and actions are like a snake of the grafted type. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that they move, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What's that?
It said Kaya helps the Jason Pope. Scroll up. You didn't just see that?
Oh yeah, this thing, this one. Hold on, let me. Cause that picture right there, that's a real picture of him and Kia of My Neck and My Back. If you remember that song,
My Neck, My Back, yeah. Lick my and my. So it's interesting that it's that song, a song that a lot of young black women was getting turned out to.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit is rituals, man. That shit is rituals, bro. They ain't fooling me.
Mm-hmm. So
they got young women all on the dance floor gyrating and grinding and talking about they neck and they back and they coochie and they crack and all that. Come on, man. Nobody's stupid. Then they got him right there saying, yeah. Come on, and let me hit you with this.
Right. So you have all the elements. Now it was said that was a whole thing that was happening. That rumor that was spread in South Carolina is that him and Kia were actually having a sexual relationship of some sort. but she vehemently denies that. But they did take. That's not the only picture they took together. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
wrong? It's not playing or something?
Yeah. This one's not playing, but it's not her talking about it. So trying to see the one where she talks about it. But yeah, but she was she definitely took several pictures with him, and their relationship is still, unknown.
What was wrong with that video?
It wasn't her, and it wasn't playing, but it was just hold on, because she did say something.
Videos.
All right.
We're gonna let you get your shit together. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
No breaks. Nigga. Crip Jesus. Amen. Yeah. I woke up in Mecca, looking at the sun, moon, and stars. White man flew to outer space, seeing faces carved in the planets like Mars. Description of they face and lips was like ours. Ours being black men, the black man is God. Arm, leg, arm, head, that spells a lie. Every time they see me, they make a wish I'm a star. No twinkle, just your cerebral. No cathedral, bring the truth, Beanie Siegel. Desert Eagle, under the dashiki, pinky ring, blinging. My money singing high notes, Benjamin Franklin. What y'all thinking? We ain't gon' reign supreme. Real hip hop, like when Wu-Tang made cream. The same year Bloods and Crips showed y'all how to bang. I'm banging on wax, I'm stating these facts. I'm taking you back to a age of rap when you couldn't even rap. If you niggas tried to rap about the shit you niggas rap about now. Cause now these niggas rap without style. All this motherfucking cap, bro, I'm taking it down. And they don't even want no fade, now you turning it down. I'm about to blow this bitch up, bro, I'm counting it down. So take 10 rappers, hit them with 9s with 8 shots each, and 7 of them laid 6 feet deep. Let's go. You got it for 5, I got it for 4, and I got 3 left. So if you cop 2, you can get 1 more. Let's go. I'm so good with mathematics, got leave them asthmatic. Yeah, these niggas is ass backwards. Coward ass rappers, they should not try me. When I die, I wanna die like Muhammad Ali. Looking for me, I be with Mujahid Allah. That's his real name, it's on his ID. Yeah, that's the way it sound when we smoke a whole pound. And laugh at you fake rapping ass, capping ass, no bars, any bars inside the backpack ass rappers. Yeah, that's the way it sound when we smoke a whole pound. And laugh at you fake rapping ass, capping ass, no bars, any bars inside the backpack ass rappers. Yeah.
We back. It's the blue God, the true God. You need to get your hands on the blue Bible. It's not the new Bible. It's the true Bible. That part. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Facts. This Paul Metto star, the Ratchet Revolutionary. You already know this is Too Raw for TV. And we're talking about DJ Kid and him affecting 600 black girls, teenagers with HIV, are exposing them to that. And here's another picture of Kia with DJ Kid. So they took several pictures together. So they obviously, they had some sort of relationship, as far as even if it was just working relationship, they definitely had some sort of thing going on. They took several pictures together. I'm trying to find a video where she was actually speaking on it.
We're going to give y'all some homework, man. Piece of the Divine Family. Hold on. Piece of the Divine Family. We want y'all to go out. Don't just hear this and say, oh, man, I heard something crazy. Go out and find the video of Kia talking about how black men helped Jason Pope get to the black women. Because, this is a new thing, y'all. Let me get up in this camera real quick. Hold on. They want you to think that this new technology makes us save everything. We think, oh, man, I saved everything. But that's a lie. When I was growing up and we didn't have all this technology, you have like a basement or a drawer full of pictures and trophies and souvenirs. You don't see that shit no more. Everybody saves everything and it gets scrubbed away. Am I lying? Videos get scrubbed away, pictures get scrubbed away and lost. This new digital world, nothing gets kept up with. Every 5 fucking minutes, everything's new again. Every day, everything's new again. Every day, 100,000 songs are being released digitally. This new digital world, they scrub it. Videos come out, you don't see them anymore. They're out of existence. So it's our job to be hunters of the truth. Diggers, researchers. We will dig high and low to find the truth and expose it to each other. That's what the Black Illuminati, we're going to keep each other illuminated. Amen.
Definitely Black supremacy. Amen. But you know what? I'm looking for the video, and it's crazy because this actually may be a video they scrubbed. Like I said, he has some really crazy connections. But at the time when this happened, she was forced to address it because they took several pictures together. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely addressed it. But where is her addressing it? It should be popping right up, but it's not. So yes, but he had all these different relationships. So my thing is this. Right now, pay close attention to your children. You know, know where they're going, know what they're looking at on the internet, know who they're associating themselves with, and take them out of these school systems and really connect with the children, because if they're in an environment where, you know, they could get taken advantage of by this pell-mell wigger who, I don't know, established some sort of just credibility with the school systems and with the parents and with all of this stuff, but he's over there taking advantage of young children. It is up to us to really check our children. You know what I'm saying? We can't allow this sort of stuff to happen. And, you know, it's allowed in the school systems. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing more and more of this. This is not a one-off that DJ Kid was able to go in these schools, take these girls out of their classrooms, and then expose them.
I think the elephant in the room is, like your shirt says, Black supremacy. If the Black man is present and he's strong and we know he ain't playing, you're not taking my goddamn kid out the classroom. And if you do, it's gonna be hell to pay. You feel what I'm saying? It's the Black woman is too vulnerable, and it's up to us to change that. I don't give a fuck if I'm just one dude on the block and I'm, hey sister, you straight? You all right? Checking in. You feel what I'm saying? Because look at this type of shit that's going on. We think this shit is a joke. We think it's stories from 400 years ago. This shit's right now, man. Straight up, right now. They didn't have AIDS 200-300 years ago, so this shit's right now. They didn't have a Draco and a rapper saying, shoot that Draco, shoot the block up, shoot that Draco 200 years ago. This shit's happening right now. And I'm glad you came with this topic, bro, because we can't always be talking about, you know, Egypt and flying carpets and shit. You know, this is real life out here.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it's biological warfare against Black people, in particular the Black man, you know, and the Black woman. The Black child is just sacrificed to go after the Black man. He sacrificed the Black young girls to go after Black men, niggers. He said that, like he said, that's his words, niggers, hard ER, in this race war. He's an actual admitted race jihadist in this race war that's happening with the gang of white and the black nobles, the Black kingship. They always go after our royalty. Not anymore. Not after today. Not after tonight. So pay attention to your children. So we're not having any more DJ Kids, Jason Pokes.
I want to say this too, man. If you look at Clinton being a liberal, if you look at Jared being whatever the fuck he's supposed to be, then you look at Kaya pushing the freaky talk and all that. Don't be scared to teach your kids modesty, man. Teach them how nasty this is. Teach them how they should dress like. Don't just make it a whole because I said so, dress like this, or do as you feel. Nah, teach them modesty. Let them have a choice on their own if they want to, bust loose later on. Because not teaching them modesty is what makes it so easy for these dudes to walk up and do this shit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's that bad bitch culture, the baddest bitch culture, all this stuff like that. And it's going to die hard. As you see, it literally died with 600 young black girls that were already exposed to black bitch culture and already had their minds preformed to accept a pell-mell pervert exposing them to HIV and all sorts of drugs and stuff.
Yes, sir.
So we got it,
man. I'm so glad you came with this, brother. And I gotta get up out of here where I'm at. But let them know where they can find you. You know what I mean, all that.
Well, the revolution will not be televised. It's here on Two Rover TV. We did this with Crip Jesus, DJ Kid, and infecting 600 people. But you could actually hit me up on Instagram, Win the Revolution, Twitter at Palmetto_star. And we are winning the revolution within. So spread the message, awaken others, and win the revolution within.
Yes, sir. And me personally, if you forgot, let me remind you. You can find me on the website. Well, hold on. So that's the website, cripjesus.com. You feel what I'm saying? That's Instagram. Instagram at Holy Crip Jesus, HOLYCRIPJESUS. Twitter, Crip Jesus Blue God, that's CRIPJESUSBLUGOD. You can go to cripjesus.com. And if you just want to experience it for real, you want your grandma experience, you want your whole neighborhood to get baptized in the holy blue water, get you a copy of the Blue Bible. And if you really want to tap in and represent, tap in with the guy Paul Metto and get you one of them black supremacy joints. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna tap in. I think I'm gonna have a good month next month, so I'm gonna for sure be tapping in. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna leave y'all like this, man. The Black Illuminati.
When you're a black man in America, you gotta make something out of nothing, baby. You gotta wiggle, you gotta move, you gotta finesse, you gotta tap in. That part. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes. We the Black Illuminati. We be posted at Leimert Park, hustling, catching bodies. A dripping OT. Thirsty peaches flew to Saudi. Money schemes, my niggas had dreams of riding Bugattis. Now it's 4-finger rings supreme with kings around me. Watch me turn the metaphysical to physical. It's not just lyrical, it's literal. These guns get rid of you, the spiritual. Spit out, let drip off a nigga lip, but get up in you and rip you up like 100 hollow tips. Bismillah, Iraq, Rahim. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Elijah Muhammadeen. Had a dream last night on some other shit. Farrakhan and Malcolm X pulled up in the mothership. Talking about UFOs, black kings and queens that was rich as fuck, swimming in pools of gold. But niggas like you don't wanna hear that though. You were descended of one of them snitches or dudes that told the white man about all the fucking Jews and gold. And that's how everybody in the crew got sold. Fucking blabber mouth, I don't like his type. Pull that ratchet out, we tapping in. All these bitch niggas doing is tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. Gold chains, heads wrapped like a Saudi. Tap in with the lokes, with the black Illuminati.
So you see that one? Yeah.
Oh, we
But
back
no,
at it. You
that's
know?
that one, yeah. Back at it
Back
again.
at
In the
it
hood
again.
entertainment. You feel
Another
me?
night, man.
That part.
Never know what's gonna bring.
See, I didn't know if it was in the hood music, in the hood clothing. That's where they go. In the hood
It's
entertainment.
everything.
In the hood entertainment.
It's everything.